All right, back to this. All right, so come on, let's go. And I'm on my laptop, so it's probably going to be slow. All right. Oh, no, now it's too far. All right, step 1 of your business starts with you, building your story. So you need to find the right starting point, which means not when you were 2 years old. Why were you interested in this opportunity as far as the fitness side of it and the health side of it? We're not even talking coaching yet. So what obstacle had you feeling that you should change, basically? What is that one thing that deep down inside you were like, okay, I have to do something about it? Is it because you had a child a year ago and you're still at the same spot that you're at and you know that you need to be better for your child? Is it because you're slowly gaining weight because you're in college and you're working and you're busy? You need to do something, but you just didn't know what. And it was finally to the point where you said, it's time. So whatever your bottom line is, start your story with that. Do not start in childhood unless you have like a childhood story, I guess, per se. But going that far back is kind of irrelevant in most cases. And like I said, unless you have that specific story that started way back. Find your defining moment. So the next part would be, what made you say, okay, it's time to change? So did someone in your family make a comment that was like, set your soul on fire kind of thing? Or did you see someone else that had such incredible results or such an incredible story? You said, okay, I can do this. You need to find that moment as to why. I'm about to sneeze, but I don't want to. Why and what made you say, okay, it's time. So start. You need to see why you started, what was that deep motivating factor, and then why did you start? So take those two things, put it in a sentence, and then relate it to what other people may be going through. You don't know what everyone is going through at this point in their life, but you do know what you're going through and that someone else can benefit from you overcoming that obstacle, because they're going to have the same obstacle 9 times out of 10. You're not alone in this at any way, shape, or form. They have so many people that are just scared of stepping over and saying, okay, I'm ready. They have that fear factor holding them back. And that's what sharing your story is going to be about. It's to help them realize that they can do it just as well as you can. And then when you tell your story, end with a feel-good moment as to what success you've had so far as a coach or as a transformation that you've had, or how excited you are to start your transformation if you're brand new. So it doesn't have to be that you've lost 50 pounds. It can just be that you've started your Shakeology and in 2 weeks you feel amazing and you've had X, Y, and Z in helping with your business or helping with your fitness. It can be anything that you are so proud of. So I have an example story. This was from Beachbody. This is not my story, so I'm just going to read it for you guys. I was drawn to Beachbody because I needed to lose 20 pounds, and a friend invited me to try the 21-day fix with her. Again, that's going to come later, but inviting. So it's not about just posting. It's going to be about sharing what you're doing in private messages and through conversations that you have with other people. I was convinced I made the right choice because the program was amazing, and accountability and support of the challenge led to great results I could never get in a gym. I now want to help as many people as I can experience the same or similar results with one of our programs. I'm also starting to be a Team Beachbody coach and give greater financial freedom to my family, and it makes it so much easier for us to pay for baseball uniforms and dance lessons. You can tell that this is a new coach because they have not put that they make X amount of money per week. That's kind of cheesy, and I only do them about once a quarter, because I really don't want to attract someone that is here straight for the money, because they may get disappointed when they try to be salesy and post all of the stock photos from Beachbody, sign up with me, join with me, and no one signs up because no one can relate to those. They relate to a story like this. So another thing that I try to stay away from is the stock photos. But a good thing to have with this story example, which they didn't give, would be just a picture of maybe her with her Shakeology, her doing a workout, her smiling after a workout, something to relate to the story. But this is a good story example. All right, so step 2 is going to be your social media. If you are brand new right now, you signed up within the past month, this is your grand opening month. This is your business opening, and you need to let people know that you are open for business. That doesn't mean to post consistently about coaching. It doesn't mean to post consistently about the challenge groups that we have or your work. Oops, sorry, Prissy, I kicked her. About your workouts. You just have to let people know at least 2 to 3 times a week what you're doing. So your workout, and that you want them to join you and you want to help them. So when I say this is your opening month, it doesn't mean spam your page with Beachbody stuff. It just means share what you're doing. Start making your Facebook your business, basically. Post a picture of yourself announcing that you're a coach and what you do. So that's the first step as a new coach, is to take that picture and tell your story. And like the other one is, instead, it doesn't mean that you have to have results right now. It's just to share why you're doing it and how excited you are. And that's the second step, share your journey. Regardless of your fitness level right now, share pictures of yourself with your workouts, healthy recipes, or some Shakeology. Let's see. Try to post at least 3 times a day. So the, I guess, standards that they like to say within coaching is 3 to 5 times a day. I'm more on the 3 times a day because I don't have time to sit and take pictures of everything I'm doing 5 times a day. So I do 3, but you can do basically whatever you want. The gist of it is, when you are posting on social media and you're using social media as your business platform, you want to gain a following and you want to relate to people. So as you post, try to watch what gets the most likes and then follow that trend to continue, because that's what your followers like. So my followers like my dogs. They like my husband because I rarely post about him. So when they see him smiling, it usually goes over well. Right now, the progress pictures with my baby, they are eating that up like it's chocolate cake, and I'm fine with it. My workouts are getting a little bit less, so I don't post them as often. So it's going to trend with the people that follow you and your affinity with, I guess, the people that are on your social media. So find out with what you're posting what's going well right now, and then you can always change it. But sharing other people's things is kind of, I wouldn't do it quite often, but you can do it. Don't do it where your whole page is full of shared things, because what that means is they're going to go to that person's page and look at it. So if it's something that you can recreate yourself, by all means, go for it. But if it's a video, that's a little bit different. But an image, if it's something that you can recreate yourself and put your face on, they'll relate to it a lot more. So photo editing, I get asked a lot what I use to make my pictures. So PicMonkey.com and Canva.com are web-based. They do have, I want to say for both of them now, they have an app that I hate. It doesn't have all the features that the website version does, so I don't even use it. But you're more than welcome to. I find the website versions of both of them are very more detailed than the app. So what I use the most for my photo editing are those top 3. PicsArt I use for the filters because they have really good filters. Rona and Photify I use for the wording and the text that I put on top. PicStitch makes collages. I couldn't think of the word. My head is hurting so bad from this ponytail. And PicPlay Post is a very common one that a lot of people use. It's going to be where you can put, Prissy, stop. Where you can put pictures and videos together on a collage. InstaSize makes, if it's a long picture, it makes it into a square, so it kind of puts a border around it. Photify can do the same thing, but it blends the photo that you have up front as the background. So that's just a different option. Camera Plus and PicLab, I haven't been using as much. I use Facetune all the time. It kind of make my face not look so freckly, whatever those are called. Kind of smooth my face, and I'll do some details on my eyes, which darkens my eyes to make them look a little bit nicer. That's just preference. And then on the second one, the only thing I use on that is the Video Shop. That's what I use to edit my videos. So I'll take my videos on my regular camera, and then I'll edit it, like speed them up, crop it, and things like that with Video Shop. So personal development is critical to your business. I didn't do it for the first year of my business, and I'm not going to say that my business didn't grow, but I didn't grow. And the key to your business growing is you growing as a person and you being willing to share that with other people. Because personal development makes you focus on things in life that you can control and things that you can change about yourself and your business. And it makes you a better person. I'm not going to read all that, but they recommend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. You don't have to read. I like to actually have a book in my hand. A lot of people do the Audible if they drive to work. I drive literally down the street, so I don't have enough time to even play it. But you can, if you have a good ride to work. Audible is good. And I don't even know, the one that you Kindle, the Kindle where you read the book on your iPad or your Kindle. That's another one that people do, but I like the actual physical book. And this is some recommendations that I put together. Let's see. The best one that you should start with is You Are a Badass and Girl Boss. Those are my two absolute favorites. Rejection Proof was really good also, and anything by Jon Acuff is like my idol. I love him. I've read all of his books, and I want him to write a new book just so I can read it. I love Jon Acuff. But if you need this image, I'll gladly send it to you, and it's in the Coach Girl Boss training. So, step 4 is the 4 vital behaviors. It used to be 3 up until probably till Summit, I think they introduced it, which was July. So invite. What that means is with your posts, you're going to draw people to you, but just because they're looking at what you're doing doesn't mean that they have the courage to ask you what you're doing. So that's where personal and private messaging come into play, and they're so key. If you don't have at least 3 conversations going at a time in your inbox, you're not utilizing your business to the fullest, and you're not inviting enough people to keep those conversations going. So you want to try to at least put 3 new people in your inbox a day. It's going to seem like a lot, but a lot of them will fade out also. You're not going to have 70,000 messages coming in. People are going to respond. People are going to ignore you. It kind of depends on where they're at and if they're ready or if they're not. Go away. I'm doing a call. Go. Close the door. All right. Be proof the product works. You can't expect someone to join your challenge group if you're not doing the workouts and if you're not drinking your Shakeology. You can't expect them to want results if you're not sharing your progress and where you're going. Even if you went backwards. I've gone backwards multiple times. Share it. Be raw, be real, be you. Share where you're starting at. So if you're just starting, it doesn't have to be a picture in your bra and panties. It can just be you. Flat out, this is my starting point. This is where I'm at. And I'm hell-bent and determined on making myself better. So it doesn't have to be this big extravagant thing. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Just do the workouts, drink your shake, and be the proof the product works. And we talked about personal development, which would be the third one. And the last one is recognize. So they added this in because, who doesn't like to get shouted out? Who doesn't like to get recognized? So when you become a coach, it felt good to see your name on this private page where people said, welcome. If you win a challenge, if you lose 20 pounds, it feels amazing to have someone say, great job, you're doing amazing, keep it up. And I know it felt good for me when I got shouted out. So I want to continue that. And so Beachbody obviously agreed that having that recognition within your team and within your challengers keeps everyone motivated and keeps them kind of with their feet on the ground and running. Alrighty, so rank. I know I say a lot about Emerald, and that is your first goal as a coach. But first, let's start with an active coach. So as an active coach, you need to have 50 volume come in some kind of way from I'm cramping. I can't sit like this. From your account. So your Shakeology is 90. So if you stay on your Shakeology Home Direct, you're A-okay. You're covered forever. If you decide that you don't want to keep your Shakeology or you need to postpone it till next month, if you don't have a sale worth 50 volume, you will go inactive. If you don't purchase something worth 50 volume, you will go inactive. So it's either or. You don't have to have both. You can have either or. So you can have a sale that covers 50. Please stop. Y'all are being annoying. Christopher, let him out, please. Never mind. You're going outside. You can have a sale or you can purchase yourself. So if you're inactive, that doesn't mean you don't get paid, and it doesn't mean anything. It is kind of a negative aspect because when you go inactive, that means you're not efficiently working your business. You're not dedicated to yourself, to your team, to the products, because you postpone your Shakeology, you're not drinking it, or if you have too much, you're not utilizing the other products that Beachbody has just to stay active as a coach. So we always encourage you to stay active and never, ever go inactive. That's my biggest, I don't want to say pet peeve, but it hurts my heart when I see people go inactive because they have so much that if you need to go active, get a new program. It's $44, and you never know what kind of results you're going to get or who you're going to reach out, because not everyone likes 21 Day Fix. Not everyone likes Insanity Max 30. But if you have the variety under your belt, you can talk about all of them like the back of your hand. And I have almost every program. It's pretty pathetic, but I can talk to all of them. I can say what I liked, what I didn't like, what I think would work for this person versus another person, because not everyone is going to be utilizing the same program. So Emerald is your first step as a coach, and the quicker you get there, the quicker you get paid extra. And when I say extra, I mean team volume bonuses. So each time that your system, I guess you want to call it, cycles, you're going to get paid $14 as an Emerald coach. And then as you grow up in rank, your payout comes higher. And you're thinking, oh, $14, that's a lot. Whoop-de-doo-doo. But let me just tell you, I get paid, I am a diamond rank, but sometimes when I have a higher volume week, I've gotten $600+ just on volume payout. And that's because I've maintained this rake, and I have a team that is building their teams, which means that all of the volume within all of my downline rolls up to me. And when it balances, you get paid. So $14 may not seem like a lot, but when you have that downline and that support underneath you, it starts to add up very quickly. So know your product. I'm going to pull this up because you can actually, why is it not letting me? Poop. Okay, let me get out of this. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me copy. I'll just do it this way. So this is the Know Your Product, and when you're not logged in, let me see if I can log out actually. See, got a denial. It's too expensive to start. Denied. Christopher, please get Zeus to stop crying. Put him in here. All right, see, this is what it'll look like if you're logged in. You can't buy a challenge pack as a coach, so it will not let you do anything. But I'm going to sign out and see if it'll let me show you kind of what they see and how you can learn about the different challenge packs. Or just not work. That's cool. Oh, here we go. It would go to this Beachbody Challenge tab and go to the challenge packs. It gives them the option right here to compare the different challenge packs. So this is everything that they can get challenge pack wise, which means it comes with Shakeology. Or if you go down here, this is the ones that come with the refresh in it. So it's called a kickstart. Not every program has that. So make sure that if they're looking for a refresh, you can offer that, but make sure you offer one that is available. And then the performance pack means that it's a program that comes with your Energize and Recover. So the on-demand and performance challenge pack goes over so well, because if they don't want Shakeology, or they already have some from some, I've had that a lot recently. They have some from someone else that someone didn't want, so they got it handed down, but they wanted to get something to start up. The on-demand and performance challenge pack is on sale, I want to say pretty much forever, at $140, which is the lowest challenge pack. But you get so many programs with on-demand. And Hammer and Chisel is actually on demand now, and that's a very popular program. They don't need to pay the whole challenge pack price, and I think that's pretty legit. But the ones that say sale are the ones that are on sale this month, and I have that also. So Country Heat's on sale, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, 22-minute Hardcore, Pio on demand size, and the Refresh. And then obviously all of those correlating with the Kickstart. And this one is something that you can actually print and have it beside you if you would need it. Oops. And this is all in your Coach Online office. I didn't just pull these links out of my butt. All right, so yeah, like I said, this is something that you could print. This is not including the sales. So this, praise the Lord, this is the actual price when it's not what I call on super sale, or when they put their challenge packs on sale for the lower tier range. So make sure if you're talking to someone and you know one's on sale, you don't tell them that it's the 160. Everyone knows how to get, I don't know, Courtney, I can do that. You can see right here what fitness program it comes with for that price, what it comes with nutrition wise. It'll be Shakeology or their, Lord, he's yelling, their Shakeology or their performance kit. Oh God, stop popping up, Courtney, stop it. They do get a 30-day trial to club no matter what. The ones that have the club kit, they get 90 days. So their shipping is always going to be $2 versus them paying the full price. It'll tell you the savings. What I typically do is not tell them that. I tell them what the kit would be when you add every piece of the puzzle in. So you add your Shakeology, you add your program, you add your containers, I'm doing the 21 Day Fix off the top of my head, your shaker cup, and your on demand, that's the word I'm looking for. So you're going to add your Shakeology for $140, your $45 for 21 Day Fix, $10 for the container, I want to say about $6 for the cup, and then your $45 for your on demand. So that's how I break it down, to show them basically the content of what they're getting for that purchase versus just saying, oh, and you'll save up to $50. It makes more sense to me to show them exactly what they're getting versus what they're, I guess. I don't know. That's just me. You don't have to do it that way. And that's just extra nonsense. So the last slide I have is the Power Hour. I'll go over that, but Courtney wants me to show you guys how to get in your online office in case you don't know. So I'm going to do that. You would go to your Teen Beachbody website. God, he's yelling. He's mad. So you do your sign in. Told y'all my computer's slow. And you go right here to Coach Online Office. But let me just, before I even go anywhere, your previous office view, I'm not going to click on it, but the previous office view is basically your real time, is what they told me, of your office. So when someone says that they've completed an enrollment, I always check on the app to see if it's completed on the enroller, and then I always go to my previous office view and I'll check to make sure that it's correct in there, because I've had some people order but they did something wrong. I have no idea what, and they didn't even get their kit. They just got the 30-day trial. And they were like, no, I thought I finished, da-da-da. So I always go check it right away. So this is your online office, and then right here in the news and training, this is where all the training is. And then you have your getting started section, your coach, and then it's going to go through each tier of the ranking system, and it has trainings based on each rank. So you can use that, or you can just go right here to training library and it'll be everything. So that is good. And then your business tab is what I also use very often. Your sponsorship drawdown will show you all of your coaches and if they're active versus inactive. Your commissions right here is where you'll click to see what you got paid. Forms and documents are important. And your EFT management is your direct deposit. So set up your direct deposit right away so that you're not getting, I think it's $2 taken out of your check if they mail it, so that they can have the mailing expenses covered. Get it directly so you don't lose that $2. So I'm going to unmute everybody and see if you guys have questions. Zeus, if you don't stop crying, we're going to fight. Meeting participants. Ooh, we got some peoples. Unmute. All right, everybody is unmuted, so no cursing, no yelling, no fighting. Does anyone have questions? Do I need to go back to anything? I'm going to let my other dog in, but I'm listening. Prissy, ow. All right, Zeus. I'm right here, you weenie. Do not come in the bed with me. Go away. All right. Stop. All right. Anybody have questions? Was it helpful?
I'm sorry, I dusted it today. I'm sorry, I cleaned.
Go lay down, Zeus.
I cleaned it.
Over you go. I can't hear anyone.
So, Allison.
What?
What about live power hours?
What about them? We need to start doing them.
I know. I was thinking about.
Do you want me to go over the power hour? It's basically the sheet. All right, so this is the sheet that I came up with of what I do in a power hour. And hold on, I didn't move y'all.
We also have, I have a different sheet as well, but I think it's that other one that you had. This one.
I can't see that. Please don't come up here. You're going to knock over my computer. Go away. Zeus, go.
I don't know. I think this is one that you posted, but not I didn't get the tracker.
Come on, idiot. Stop it. There's your bub. Prissy, get off of him. All right. So power hour tracker. You want to add 3 to 5 new faces to your social media a day. And what I do is I go through the people that it suggests friends. And the ones I have a lot of friends with, I'll add. If they don't add me within a week, I'll typically go through and delete all of the sent friend requests. And I've expanded my reach quite a lot with that. I'm almost at 5,000 friends, which is why I had to even consider doing a like page. I don't recommend a like page at all until you absolutely need to, because it costs money and it sucks. You don't get reach. You don't really get interaction like you do on your page. So it's much harder. Some coaches recommend doing a like page right away, but it cost me a lot to try to figure it out. I did trainings on it. I paid for the trainings. So use your personal page as much as you can. When it says create a list from yesterday's post, what that means is anybody that liked or commented on any post that you posted yesterday, I write their name down, and what I'll do is I will go to their page and I will like or comment on something that they posted. What that does is that builds an affinity, because Facebook works on affinity. So you have, let's say, 3,000 friends. 3,000 people don't see your Facebook posts. Only the people that have a high affinity see your post. So when you post that amazing hook or that amazing picture about our challenge group or your workout, sweaty selfie, not all 3,000 of your friends will see it. Only the people that kind of associate with you on Facebook will see it. So by expanding it and by liking and commenting on everyone that is already interacting on your page, it builds that affinity. And then when their friends see something that you've commented or see your picture and kind of stalk you, because, you know, we all stalk each other, they may add you as a friend, or they may like something that you have or see what you're doing, and they may be interested also. So it's a two-way street. And start new conversations. That comes from the same thing with the making a list of the posts. So anyone that you see may be a good fit for a challenger, or is trying to lose weight, or needs some tips on healthy eating, that's where those new conversations will come in. And the same thing with inviting to a post, or inviting new people, which would be to challenge groups and to coaching. And that correlates also with follow-up conversations. Make sure that you're not leaving people in your inbox without answering them. I'm still bad at that. I'll open a message, start to answer, and then get sidetracked and come back, forget that I closed that message, and never send it. So making sure that you're constantly just kind of scrolling through your inbox to make sure that all the questions that were given to you are answered. And then definitely check in with the team page and the challenge groups that you have running, and plan some new hooks and ideas. And what a hook is an invite post. So it can be to a challenge group, to coaching, to a free clean eating group, whatever you really have planned. And I just have the one on the right for extra spaces for my people. Does that help at all? Chelsea, I know you're brand new. Does that help anything?
Sorry.
Jason,
Definitely helpful. So,
thank you, Bridget. Did that help you guys? Did I go too fast? I usually speak really fast. I'm sorry in advance. Did it help? Yeah, JC, I can't see you. So if you're shaking your head, I can't see you anyway. All right, we're going to be kicked out. I don't even know when, because I don't know how to get out of this.
2 minutes.
2?
Or 3 minutes, actually. 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
How do I get out of this, though? God, I hate this. I never know how to work it. All right, so do we have any questions?